Yes, sir. We're back with another interview on No Jumper. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And I got my guy in here, Bozo. How you doing, Baba?
Salute. What's up?
Chilling, Baba. You living good?
Blessed.
How you doing, man? Tell us a little about yourself, your upbringing. Where'd you grow up?
I got the same story of every single Mexican goon out this month. You know what I mean? Grew up in a gang-infested area. Product of a broken home, unfortunately, because I lost my mother young.
At what age did you lose your mom?
At the age of 12, between 12 and 13. So my mom started dying from cancer when I was a kid. And, just evolved from there, dog. Basically soaked up game, you know what I mean? I'm very fortunate to have good homies around me, you know what I mean? Big homies, a lot of love.
For what area was it that you grew up in?
I'm from this area, southeast Los Angeles, from the city of Pico Rivera.
Okay.
Yeah,
How far are you guys from the Pico Rivera Sports Arena?
To the Pico Rivera Sports Arena, I don't know, like a mile and a half. It's tricky. They call it the Pico Rivera Sports Arena, but it's like located in El Monte, on the other side of the 60. So I don't know if like the borderline somehow crept that way, but yeah. So I don't know.
And losing your mom at a young age like that, where I know obviously her dying was super difficult, but her suffering while you were watching her go through cancer, was that more difficult than just you finally knowing that she was at peace?
It's interesting. That whole process is interesting because I think the trauma was so severe, I don't remember it, fool. I don't remember seeing her in the hospital. You think your mind mentally blocked? Yeah, it does. I know that for a fact because that's happened with a few traumatic issues that happened in my life.
But damn, that's crazy because I've heard of people always say things.
I don't remember the wake, the funeral, none of that shit, fool. And I was present, nothing. It's a blur. I remember like little small things, fool, like how you would have a dream you don't remember. You know what I'm saying?
But you were there 100%.
I was by my mom's side every day for 4 months while she was dying. And then,
are you the only boy?
I'm the only boy, the baby.
Oh, so it was.
Yeah,
it took a toll on you.
Yeah, we had just came from El Salvador on their second honeymoon. Her and my dad, like we literally had just came back.
On no other level. Damn, that's crazy. And to say that's crazy because I've heard people say that they went through so much crazy shit that their mind mentally knows to block it off.
Yeah, well, studies will tell you that, fool, that that's how the human body works. Psychologically, like when you suffer so much trauma, instinctively your body will suppress that memory. But then you deal with the side effects of suppressing that memory.
Did you understand what cancer was?
Nah, dog. Honestly, I didn't understand until after. But I guess one of the memories that I do have is that they let us take her home for like close to the end, and they taught me and my sisters how to switch out these gallons that they would suck the cancer out of her because it was pancreatic cancer. So my mom had tubes and around the clock, bro. Like the best way I could describe it, it was like, you know when you leave fresh guacamole outside, and it starts to turn black. Well, yeah, we would have to switch out gallons of that shit every so often because it was so so bad, you know what I'm saying?
Was losing your mom a reason you kind of got into the street shit?
That was absolutely the reason I got into the street shit because my foundation was gone. My love, my backbone was gone. My mom was the type of woman that, acted more like a man, you know what I'm saying? My dad was more the chill type, swaggy dude, happy. My mom was very assertive, the hustler, you know what I mean? So she was the foundation of everything I did in my whole existence, you know?
And how was did the relationship with your dad kind of get damaged after your mom passed away?
Well, my dad struggled with it heavy. I don't ever think I've seen a man that heartbroken ever in my life. You know, like he gave everything up. Yeah. Like I said, my mom was very assertive, so she was like his mom too. You know what I'm saying? Like in some way, you know.
I totally understand what you're saying. It's kind of like he didn't really know love until he met her.
Exactly.
And then the one person that he truly loves leaves the whole family. So I get how. So you guys couldn't really be there for each other because you guys were both.
Well, to this day, my father died while I was doing my 10 years, but
yeah, my RP to your dad.
But we never even spoke about it. Like he never, like, hey, mom's died. Nothing, fool.
Nothing.
Like, it never happened, fool. Yeah.
And then, so even the time you were in prison, there was never like, hey, mijo, just know I'm here.
Nothing. I mean, yeah, like my pops tried to, show me love here and there when he could, because he was a very caring dude. But I think that he used to see me also, and I was a huge memory of what it was. You know what I'm trying to say?
Was loving your hood the closest thing that you ever had to loving, like equal for the love you had for your mom?
Well, yes, because a neighborhood, a gang, a group of people at that age of your life can make you feel real important.
How fast did you get into the life after your mom passed away?
Literally like overnight, dog. Like the homies. I'm very fortunate. I have the same friends from first grade. You know, that's my clique.
That's which is dope, because I think that's a problem when motherfuckers move into somewhere they never grew up, and then you're a little confused.
Well, there's no love. There's no true love.
There's no true love.
So yeah, the homies right away, like they got into the rder before me. I was like the last one of the purest one. I was a virgin. I was never had done drugs.
You were pure?
I had never stole shit. I had never fucking done a gang and shit, you know? But I was always with the homies, you feel me? Because my mom was Salvadoran, so you could imagine, like, she would see me.
Metete la verga,
Angelito, hijo de puta, ¿dónde estás? You know what I'm saying? Animal! You know?
Animal.
You know what I'm saying? And then, so the homies already knew, like, oh, fuck, you know, the Salvadoran ladies yelling. So I would always go in early, and they'll fucking be out there all night, you know? So, when she passed away, right away, the homies, you want to get into the water? I was like, give me a little time. You know, it was over. Like,
it was over.
No questions. Like, you might as well. They were telling me.
For you to have a choice. And when did you start, like, because I know you just said that you did a gang of time in prison. When did, how did it lead up to that, to the time in prison?
To doing it in prison? Well, you got to understand, like, at a young age like that, I didn't have no money, fool. Like, nobody, you know, take care of me. And then, before she died, I was very well off. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom hustled around the clock, you know? Yeah. That's why I have my work ethic, because we sold clothes out the trunk literally from 8 in the morning to 12 at night. You know what I'm saying? My mom did credit. So we would show up to the factories downtown LA. Yeah. And during the lunch, when the paisitas would come out, my mom would pull up with an Astro van, slide the door in front. And then every paycheck, we'd come to every warehouse and collect.
Yes, every quincena.
Yeah, every quincena. And then even when, you know, venga a la casa, tenemos una quinceañera, you know, un vestido para la niña. Okay, my mom will go buy a couple, then we'll be at houses fucking, I'll be in the back of the van, fool, no car alarm, no AC, just locked in, like
child endangerment.
Take care of the fucking product. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
you know
crazy.
I mean? Yeah, but yeah, dog, like, you know, the hood was shit, man. The hood to this day, dog, you know, it's very important to me. That's why I tend to like have a different perspective when people talk negative about gangs, dog. You know what I'm saying?
No, which is valid, you know what I'm saying? Cause
what's an extended family, bro, for people that don't have a family, you know what I'm saying?
That's very true. Cause I got homies that I grew up with that to him or that certain person, we're all he knows.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. And it sucks because because I think even me and you have conversations before. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I would do without my mom, bro. That shit is crazy, dog. Yeah.
Well,
you know what I mean?
You most likely end up like me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's a little too late. You know what I'm older now, but now, of course. Because at the age of 12, it's crazy, dog. Yeah. You feel me? You're in the 6th grade?
Yeah.
7th grade?
7th grade, yeah. 7th grade, going
That's
to the
crazy.
8th, yeah.
Of course, you can answer if you want, but what was the crime that got you to do 10 years?
So I got arrested for an attempted murder and then 5 robberies, armed robberies. Yeah.
So they waited?
I got acquitted of I didn't even go to trial for the shooting. That shit got dropped. I went to trial for the 5 armed robberies. I was convicted of 2 of them. And at the time, it was 35 to life that I received. Then I came, I was resentenced before I even caught the chain. So I was in county jail for a month. Tia Fisher, I believe, is the judge out of Pomona Court. She brought me back because she realized that she had sentenced me wrong according to like Romero law, some shit, case log.
35 years to life. When you got that, where I know you a man and shit, but were you like, fuck,
so
my life's over?
The best way that I can describe it is like, you know, we've been to a lot of funerals, I'm sure, all of us here, right? So you know that at that part of the funeral where like it's the last part of it and they start to roll down the casket. Yeah. And then that's when like the family breaks down. Yeah. So that same thing happens when you got to think, right? So you're in court and you're facing the judge and all your loved ones are right here behind you. So when they hand down the sentence, all you hear is all the women, because I'm the only boy in my family.
That's what I'm saying.
So all you hear is my nieces that are like 5, 6, 8 years old at the time. My sisters that are like my backbone, because you know they raised me after my mom passed away. That's what you hear. It was the same whelps, the same energy is in the room, you know what I'm saying?
And when you got that 35 years to life, and obviously you got that, but obviously you came back and then got resentenced, right?
Yeah.
But when you got the 35 years to life, when you walked in, what was like the minute you went through that door, were you like, this is all I'm gonna know for the rest of my life?
I couldn't accept it, dog. I wouldn't accept it. I was upset. My natural instinct to be a fighter kicked in. You know what I'm saying? But I understood at that point that I couldn't fight as a human being. I had to fight spiritually. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I knew at that moment, like God was talking to me, like, "Hey, dog, like, are you tapping out or what? Or you still wanna?" You know, like you still trying to bump heads with what you doing, you know?
Yeah, 35 years to life is crazy,
Yeah.
dog. And then when you went back and you got resentenced, that's when they gave you the 10 years?
And they gave me, at that point, they gave me 18 years.
18 years?
Yeah, 18 years.
Which, was that a little bit of a relief or no?
It was a super relief, yeah.
Okay, it was, from 35
yeah.
to...
Well, yeah.
That's 13 years? No.
No,
I'm wrong.
out of 18...
17 years?
Out of 18, I would have done like 16 and a half.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And so you were okay with that?
I was okay with that.
You were okay with that?
Yeah.
And then, how was your 10 years experience?
My 10 years
being
experience
a system of California,
was,
being a product of the California system.
Well, man, dog, I went through a lot of heartache, fool. I'm an individual that like, I'm productive out here. You know what I'm saying? I have a place in life. Like I'm not just somebody that lays around, fool. You know, like I like to see things. I like to travel. I like to meet people. I like to have conversations that are in depth. I cherish affection. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing that I missed, I'm gonna be honest with you, like. I would miss the sound of, I'm sure you can relate, like, of Hispanic women when I woke up in the house. You know, like, you know when you're home and let's say you're out all night Friday and you wake up Saturday, and then, hey, you know that conversation in Spanish. You know, I would, because in prison we don't hear conversations of women. You really don't even hear the voice of a woman too much. You know, it's always men. You know.
Look, I never thought about it like that, especially now since all my sisters live on their own, and it's just me and my mom. Obviously, my mom wakes, she's up a little earlier than me. But I do remember, like, growing up, I knew it was a good Saturday. My mom was probably like some cumbia or some like rock en español, and I was like, oh, we're going to have a good Sunday today. Or a good Saturday or something.
Yeah, you smell the chemicals of people cleaning,
fabuloso.
all that shit, dog. You feel me? So that was the biggest part that I missed. Like, I remember I would hold my eyes closed a little extra 10 seconds to see if I was, in a nightmare or something.
Fuck, that's crazy. And then, I know we went a little forward, but before you went to prison, you were rapping.
Yeah, I was signed to High Power.
You were already signed to High Power?
To High Power. I had a distribution deal through Universal and Kosh.
And when you signed, you signed through Capone, or there was like partners that signed?
Both. I signed through Universal and through Capone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is where you got caught in Colorado? The 10 years stretch?
I went on the run.
You guys, Colorado. I had interviewed Bozo before, but I lost the file, so it's only right I had to bring him no jumper. Crazy story, but he did get caught in Colorado.
Yeah, I got
crazy.
caught in
You
Colorado.
want to do that? Story real quick. You want to say that story real quick?
So I signed my deal, and literally 4 weeks after I signed my deal, I got hit. They raided my house and shit, but I would spend the night with some bitch, so I didn't get caught, obviously. You know what I mean? So I'm at the crib with this chick, and my phone just has a gang of missed calls. I call my sisters, like, they want you for attempted murder and for multiple robberies. So I'm like, holy shit, right?
You're like, I'm super not going back.
Yeah, so I go and I get at Capone, and I'm like, hey, bro, like, I need an advance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need fucking bread to go on the run, you know?
What was his initial reaction when you asked him that?
He fucking was like, fuck, dog. Like, what the fuck did you do? And I explained to him the situation, and he was like, look, props to him at the time. He was like, we got fucking a lot going on in Colorado. Like, if you go over there, we could still do our thing, We'll help you set up, whoop. And then my homie Toker, that's doing life right now for a murder, his tia, she rents apartments out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she basically leased me an apartment for 6 months. I was able to pay ahead of time, you know what I mean? It wasn't under my name.
For your Toker?
My homeboy from my hood.
Oh, for
yeah,
I'm like,
Toker, Anthony from my hood. So yeah, long story short, I went out there. One of my homegirls went with me to allegedly help me set up, and then she fell in love, didn't want to leave, so I ended up with a bitch over there.
How long were you in Colorado before you got caught?
I was in the run for like 4 months. Fool.
Ooh.
4 months, yeah.
So for 4 months, you were in disguise?
I was thugging. I was thugging. I was over there like running around doing shows and features and all that shit stuff.
Because there wasn't social media, so it wasn't like you were posting like, today I'm at a certain event.
Yeah. There wasn't no dry snitching on yourself back then, because that's what that does. Social media is just a dry snitching machine, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so when you were doing the shows, you were getting little bags here and there.
Yeah, here and there,
bags.
Sir.
And then, when's the moment you got hit?
I got hit because, so the chick that I was with, her mother-in-law was upset, you know what I mean? So they gave me up, fool, you know what I'm saying? They were like, Yeah, because they would call to check in on the homegirl's little baby boy. You know what I'm saying?
How did she know she was with you?
Because you know how it is.
Oh, chismosos.
Yeah, chismosos, dog. So they talk, fool. And they gave up the little boy's name. So the little boy, we had enrolled him in school and everything, obviously, you know? So they looked him up like a missing child. You could look up a child easily without a warrant.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, you were with this girl. She brought her son with you. You were going to start a family, technically.
That wasn't the plan. The plan is, but I kind of like fell into that.
You fell into that.
And then I was on the run, so I wasn't like, plus, let's be real, fool. Like, I was alone, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, you want to stay? Like, you found a job. You know, the little boy was cute. Like, to this day, I still talk to the little boy, you know?
Does he know that they rated the...
Oh, yeah, well, he was with me. So to the conclusion of the story, fucking, I wake up one day, fool, and I had told her, we had just bought God of War on PlayStation 2. The original God of War. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, Malachi, like, you want to stay and play? He was like, hell yeah. Like, he was like 5 years old, you know? So his mom was like, you going to keep him? I was like, yeah. So she went to work. I'm cooking fucking breakfast, high as shit, stoned. You know, he's playing God of War. And then the cordless phone goes off and I get it, fool. And I'm like, what's up? And they're like, the city of Lakewood Police Department is surrounding your house. And I think it's one of the homies playing. Vete la verga, way. So I hang up, you know? Because one of my homies had been fucking with me like that for a minute.
Well, that's a piece of shit friend.
Yeah.
You're an asshole, my dude.
So then they call back, and I answer. I'm like, what, dick? And they're the cop is like, sir, look out the window, you know? So I looked out the window, fool, and sure enough, dog, like it was set up. They're like, we got a SWAT team directly outside your door. So I tell him, look, there's a 5-year-old little boy in here with me. I told him, man, like if you allow me to let him out safely, I'll come out, I'll surrender, you know? Yeah. So sure enough, they did. They were like, let the little boy out. So I let him out, and then sure enough, I surrendered after that. Once I knew he was
did you
safe.
explain? If I know it's hard to explain to a 5-year-old that you're about to.
No, but I did though. I had a man. That's crazy. I'm sure he can remember that now, you know. But I pulled him to the side, told him I loved him, and I told him I had to go. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. And fucking was the city cool enough to let the mom come pick him up?
Yeah. They never.
Okay.
Like I said, I gave myself up. You know, without a fight, I gave him my word and I did what I was supposed to.
So were they still assholes? Did they still do the whole knee in the back?
Honestly, they were more interested in my lifestyle. Like
that, because
because I was a rapper on the run, because I was a sureño, I was from a gang. Like to them, this fool shot at so and so and robbed all these places. Like they were, you know, they're square, bro. And over there, you gotta understand, no disrespect to people from Colorado, right? But they're just not built the same way as we are. You know what I'm saying? Well, nowadays, you know, shit's a lot different. But back then, like, you know, when you got arrested, you just kept your fucking mouth shut, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, over there, I guess people, you know, were more open to talking and conversating and shit. And I was just like, look, get a hold of my professor. He'll tell you everything. I don't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for 2 different lives.
Yeah.
And then while you're doing time in prison and all that, what was your deal looking outside with the music and shit like that? What was the relationship with Capone and High Power?
Well, originally Capone was still looking out. At the beginning of my term, credit to him, like I said before, he was looking out. But my homeboy Stomper, rest in peace, which was still an affiliated rapper to High Power, they started beefing, dog, and that brought strain in our relationship. And at the end, I ended up not communicating with neither my homeboy or Capone and them no more. You know, like it just became too much drama, dog. And I'm in jail. And I'm my perspective of the situation is like, hey, dog, let me do my time. The fuck you guys getting me involved in all this beef? You know what I'm saying?
You're literally 3-4 hours away from where everything's going on.
4 hours, my ass. I'm in Arizona, so
you're
I'm far.
in
Yeah. When they're beefing, when their beef took place, I'm far, fool. You know, with a flip cell phone and they're blowing me up about dumb shit.
Hey, okay, fuck it. Well, like how you tell me this story, but you're like, this fool. You guys drove from California to Mississippi?
So I got kicked out of the Arizona prisons.
Hey, bro, the system is fucked up. That's super inhumane, dog.
Yeah, so you know what? To people that done time before, and they have this black box. So the best way I could describe it is something like 3 inches in diameter. You know, a square box.
Yeah. So
and they lock it between you, so that's the only distance you have, and you don't get no wiggle room. So then they shackle that to your waist, and then that down to your ankles, and your ankles are black boxed also. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we did 26 or 27 hours straight to Mississippi.
Imagine that, Laura. That's fucking inhumane, dog. That is super inhumane. And for you were telling me you got bit by like beetles and like insects or some shit like that.
I got a real bad rash. Fool.
Like
a big bad rash. Like my skin was irritated because you gotta understand, not like there's so much stress of traveling like that, and then subconsciously, like we're talking about not suppressing thoughts.
Yeah.
Like we're not showing fear, but subconsciously you're scared and nervous. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So your body is reacting to the fear and the uncertainty without you expressing it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the luxury to express emotion in prison, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when you're a soldier, like when you take pride in being fucking unwavered or unshaken by anything. You know what I'm saying? So holding up a front takes a huge strain on your body. And physically, your body will demonstrate that.
But that's crazy, dog.
Yeah.
You got fucking rashes. You can't move. Like, when you were itchy, was it like, were you?
It was the homie. You gotta. That's why our bond with the homies is so deep, fool. Because little situations like that, like, hey, my dog, can you scratch my back real quick? Yeah, perro, I got you. You know, the elbow, or hey, fool, can I sleep on your shoulder? Kyle, dog, like, you're tired? Like, fuck it, fool, I got you. You know, hey, my dog, I gotta go take a shower. Can you keep punto? I got you, dick. Like, don't trip.
So you guys could shower in the bus?
No.
No,
I'm just speaking in general.
In general, your own term.
Yeah.
Okay, and then while you were going through that, was that did it suck that your first taste of the industry was some bullshit because you were in jail?
Well, you know what? This is the thing that in that little bit of time, like being around, you gotta understand at that time Capone was hot, fool. Like he was touring around the world, selling out shows everywhere. Like I never did a show with less than like 3,000 people in the audience at that time. You know what I'm saying?
He was going crazy.
We were going crazy. And I was little homie, fool. Like you understand, I was young as shit. I had just got out from doing 4.5 for another robbery. So I was super pumped up, and my homeboy Stomper, which is my dog from my clique. Yeah, R.I.P. Stomper. He was like, he knew how to like pump me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He knew that I loved him so much that if he wanted to, he could get me excited about anything.
Yeah.
So we got really excited about music, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to see Twister in the studio, you know, at the time when he was the biggest shit on earth. You know, I met Bone Thugs and Harmony, Too Short. We did shows with everybody, fool. And then we even sat in Interscope building. I remember when it was Mobb Deep and High Power fighting for a deal with G Unit. So Interscope had to pick between High Power and Mobb Deep, and they chose to go with Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? But that was there.
That's crazy stories that people don't know. Huh?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine you motherfuckers.
No, Capone, Criminal, and my homeboy Stomper went to the Interscope meeting, you know? So I'm outside waiting on the outcome, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
And then when this is going on, what's their situation in there? Are they like trying to present why they should choose High Power over Mobb Deep?
We're showing independent numbers.
Independent numbers.
We're showing independent numbers. We're showing sales. We're showing venues we're selling out. Well, Capone is. I can't take credit for that. Capone at the time, independently, was doing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
He was definitely, I remember, because for that never been my super type of music, but I definitely understood when he was like, I remember he was going crazy. I mean, it was rare to see a ball tatted motherfucker that calls himself a cholo do
that era was you know, it was what it was, bro. Like it was something new, dog, and the homies having that platform was so powerful at the time because LA has always been at the forefront of gangbanging, you feel what I'm saying?
Of course.
So when the homies were allowed to have that platform, dog, like all the rural towns, all the Midwest states that had that love for that culture fucking went crazy, bro. Like we couldn't, dog.
A takeover.
Yeah, we would show up with fucking 1,000 copies, fool, and sell them, fool, like in 3 hours at shows, you know, all cash. 2 for 20, 1 for 15. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the first time you got pussy off your rap?
So the first time I got pussy off my rap.
Like you were on stage.
Listen, no lie. No lie. I mean, I don't even know, bro, because I'm very fortunate. I'm not bragging. I've always been
definitely bragging.
Well, I've always been blessed with women. You know, like
he's scared right now.
My girl knows the business. My girl loves me. But what I'm saying is this, dog. Like I was raised by women, so me and women bond off top.
I be telling motherfuckers.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I think I understand women even better than men a lot of times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely have that power growing up with 4 Mexican women and you're the only guy. Now you kind of like fuck. You know what I mean? And then after you got signed, you got out of jail. You did 10 years, right? So you got out of jail. How'd you were you excited to come back to High Power?
Yes, I was, dog. But like a few things happened while I was doing time, dog. Like I lost my self-confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like I came home an insecure man. Like what you see now is not what came home. You know what I'm saying? I was very insecure. You gotta understand. I came home in my 30s and I didn't know what was gonna be of me, dog. And me being a man of pride and integrity, like I felt ashamed to sleep on my sister's couch, dog. You know what I mean? And not have nothing to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My self-worth and my confidence wasn't worth the shit. But like I always preach, dog, like thank God for the women in my family, because the confidence and the strength you see is all them, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like the women in my life. That's why I feel so that women are so important, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like women are the soil that grows the fucking the trees that you see standing. They're the foundation of the strength behind a man. You know what I'm saying? Like only a woman can nurture and love a man to become a man. You know what I'm saying? And only a man can love a woman and give her the confidence to become the ultimate female that she needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Like women birth kings, women birth generals, women birth lawyers and presidents and all. You got to think about that. You feel what I'm saying? Like without them, there's no us, dog. You feel me?
And then when you were going through that whole kind of feeling insecure process, what kind of, I mean, obviously music was there for you, Stomps was there for you. I'm pretty sure a couple people were there for you. But what was the initial push to like, I'm gonna come back and do my shit?
Well, I felt like I had an unfinished business, fool, you know? And then I came home, and what I had left as Chicano rap had died completely, fool. Like it was on life support, you know what I'm saying? So I saw a void. And me being me, like the mentality that I'm raised with, shit, I see a void, I want to fill it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know it's an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that it's an opportunity to present itself, you know what I mean? Like, I size things up. Every move I make is calculated. I still think like a killer, you feel what I'm saying? So, you know, when there's an opening, dog, I'm going to get through that bitch, you know what I'm saying? And I saw the lack of creativity. I saw that the homies were still rapping on the same cadence, same ABC rap, and shit, not to stroke my own ego, but even before I did my 10 years, I was already spitting the way I spit now. You know what I'm saying?
you were already initially like...
Hell yeah, I was ahead of my time.
Yeah, you were ahead of your time.
For us, most definitely.
And so what was your conversation when you got out of prison? Was it like, hey, fool, I'm ready to come back? And he was like, I ain't fucking with you?
Well, my homeboy Stomper was super excited. And then the first session I had was with him and Ernie G from Proper Dose, the homies that dropped Mexican Power.
I don't think
the producer Ernie G. Yeah, you heard of him for sure. Mexican Power, and they did Looking for a Feed Man High now, you know, all that shit. Yeah. So that was my first studio session, and shout out to Ernie G, Proper Dose. I haven't, like, all my independent music that I own is still with him, through him, you know, like he mix masters all my projects. That's my engineer.
Shout out Ernie G.
Yeah.
And then, so what was the initial conversation with?
The initial conversation was just happy to be in the booth again, dog. Honestly, it was like, look, fool, because I'm going to tell you something. During those 10 years, I only wrote one song.
One song?
One song, and that's when I was like...
So you did the total opposite of what usually rappers do.
Well, it was like... The best way I could describe it is like, you know, leaving your baby mom on the streets, dog, you know what I mean? And she moves on to another guy, fool. Like, you don't ride her, you don't bug her, you let her go, you let her live, you know what I'm saying? And that was my love with music. I grew up a hip-hop baby. Like, my mom didn't buy me toys. I tell people this shit all the time. Like, my mom didn't buy me toys. She didn't believe in that shit, but she would buy me any cassette tape that I wanted. Music, you know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why she did that to this day. I don't know, because it was literally Ice Cube, fucking Kill at Will, you know, fucking sick shit, gangster rap, and she didn't give a fuck. Like, my mom wasn't, obviously she wasn't prejudiced, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she was buying me all this shit, EPMD, Back in Business, like, all that classic shit, dog.
She didn't understand it, but vos, aquí está tu casebos.
Yeah. Te gusta bailar, hijo puta, andale, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up on that shit, but yeah, so I felt like I had unfinished business, dog. My sisters encouraged the fuck out of me. My
Shout out to sisters.
Yeah, my barrio like hugely encouraged me as soon as I touched down. Like, my homie Mojo, rest in peace. I say this story to my homies all the time. Like, I would sleep on the couch, you know, and then when my first solo demo I ever did, my homie Mojo was in the barrio. I don't even know how the fuck he got a hold of it, fool. And this is before I realized rap was a possibility for me, right? And you know, like, when you're a hood motherfucker, like, you're sometimes ashamed to let people know you're chasing dreams.
I definitely, when I first started this comedy shit, I was definitely embarrassed to show skits.
Exactly. So I don't know how my homie got a hold of it, but I remember I pulled up to the barrio, and all my homies are lit, you know, on the block, deep as shit, fucking lit off whatever the fuck they do, you know? And I pull up, and my homie had the CD in a napkin, you know? Wrapped up in napkin, and he unwrapped it, and he was like, give me your autograph, my boy. And I looked at my older homie, and I was like, fuck you talking about? And he's like, fool, you're a star, fool. Like, what the fuck?
So that's the one that you posted with that song,
Friend like me.
honey. And
Which one?
There's like, he's like standing.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
That's my
shout
big
out
homie Mojo. Yeah.
Oh, that's him?
That's my big homie Mojo.
Damn, that's
So-
crazy. So he asked you for your autograph.
Yeah, so he asked me for my autograph, and honestly, food, that moment was the one that gave me confidence to like be open about making music, to allow
Believed
people
you.
to, yeah.
Believed in you.
So then when I got out from my 10 years, he did the same thing again, but in a different shape and form. Like, he came to look for me, and he saw me sleeping on my sister's couch, and he was like, my dog, you should never sleep on the couch. Like, I'm gonna build you a room. And the homies are witness, like, the fool built me a room, fool. Like, we had a carport with no walls, and he fucking built a wall, insulated, put fucking floor like this, built me a studio, fool. Like, I didn't have no money, dog. Like, he did that shit on his own, fool. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, yeah, that's why I miss that motherfucker, man. Every second of my
Crazy.
life.
R.I.P. Mojo, man. That's a crazy story for, especially for an older homie. Because usually, you know, they're probably the ones that are a little harder on
My
you.
homie changed all the water pipes in my house. My homie fucking leveled my home. My
in heaven
homie
going
fucking
crazy,
added
boy.
2 bedrooms, dog. My homie fucking flirted with my sister like she was the shit. Like, it was, you know, that the dude just loved me. And I mean, the whole barrio knows, fool, because if
Yeah.
anybody talked even bad about me in the hood, he was ready to go to war.
You was
know
ready to
what
go
I'm
to war.
saying?
And then when I know you've had like your difference obviously with Capone, but
Yeah.
when you decided not to do High Power no more, why did it turn into? Because obviously you could have just left and been like,
Yeah.
do your thing, fool. I'm gonna do my thing.
Yeah.
What
Well,
initially?
that's initially what happened. Like my thing is, look, I always have appreciation, right? Like, I'm a humble dude, dog, so I never forget anything people do for me. You know what I'm saying? So when I decided to leave, detach myself from him and the label and Pinks and the label, I gave him a call and I was like, hey, bro, like, I can't be on the shelf, you know? Like, I can't wait. Like, I'm impatient. I want to start dropping, so I'm gonna do it on my own. And he was like, hey, fool, good luck. So
was Pink's part of the label? Was
yeah,
she like,
well, Pinks was signing artists at the time. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
okay. She's
the
kinda like
one-
A&R of the
exactly.
hip-hop.
So she's the one that approached me originally about coming back. So long story short, dog, I tell him that shit, but then when I start reaching out to the artists that were my friends that were still affiliated with them, you know, basically the word was like, hey, blackballed Bozo, like, don't give him no beats, no production, no nothing, like no resources that I was using were allowed to me. But you gotta understand, dog, like, you could do that shit to rappers, my boy, but you can't do that shit to a G. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's like putting me on level. That's like putting me on bitch status. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if you're not communicating those intentions with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna tell me fuck you, say it to my face. I'll respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't do it sneaky behind my back, because then what that tells me and communicates to me is this: like, you think you're smarter than me, dog. You feel what I'm saying? Don't insult my intelligence, dog. Like, at least give me that respect that you know that I'm intellectually equal as you, or if not even more. You feel what I'm saying?
and you think it was more personal than it was business?
Nah, what it is that, you know, motherfuckers in the industry, dog, rap music, whatever. Honestly, any shape and form of business that involves money and profit, motherfuckers are cutthroat, dog. You're not a human being, fool. You're a commodity. You feel what I'm saying? You become a product. You know what I mean? And people don't treat you like a human being. They treat you as a possession. So when people start to treat you as a possession, fool, you're disposable, dog. You feel what I'm saying?
Have you after? Because I know that's a part. That's fucked up. Imagine your first situation in the industry is like, damn, they try to shut me down, and that was because I know you're part of Fan First now. That's more of like an independent label.
Well, it's a partnership that I do have. I'm invested in the label.
Fire.
Shout out to Fan First.
Shout out Fan First.
Shout out my boy Steve.
Shout out Cujo, ugly ass.
Yeah. So you know, like, that was a situation that me and Steve, you know, come from the same type of lifestyle. We got together and we communicate to each other that we wanted to provide a place for our people to have a home to be creative. You know what I'm saying?
So you're kind of like a distribution.
We're doing both right now. We're doing
That's
distribution deals, and we also have the studio that's there to book time.
That's dope as fuck,
photo
because
shoots, all that shit.
it gives you guys power to do your own shit.
Well, we've been doing our own shit. Independent, we've been dropping on our own shit.
Well, yeah,
All
because when I first heard about you, you did like to this song. I was like, damn, this motherfucker talking this shit.
Well, you gotta impose your will, dog.
Yeah.
I think that as a man, you know, to all the sensitive men out there, it's probably gonna shock you to hear this, but it's mandatory for men to challenge each other. No, it's mandatory, dog. It's mandatory for men to challenge each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, fools. You know, I don't even want to say fools. I want to say men in general. Like, these days, dog. Like, we're just too sensitive, dog. We're too sensitive to hear the truth. We're too sensitive to speak the truth, and we're too sensitive to live for the truth. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to speak, tell, and live behind lies these days, dog. Because I'm gonna tell you something. It's easy to do that shit, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being honest with yourself and with others takes a lot of guts, dog. You know what I'm saying? And people are so insecure. People look at that phone as a meter to dictate how important you are. You feel what I'm saying? But what people need to realize, dog, that's not a real life, dog. You know what I mean? That shit is fake as fuck. You wanna find a pussy motherfucker? Open up your phone, fool. The first dude with a gun on that motherfucker talking gang shit is a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in a time where being anonymous and having privacy was valued, fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't... Look, dog, it's very simple, dog. Like, the reason why a lot of motherfuckers exist right now is only because of that phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we first started this shit and we were selling CDs at the mall, at the Swami.
That's crazy.
We're going in the back roads and finding little mom and pop shop. Like, that was grind, dog. That was real hustle. So what happens when you spoil the spoiled, dog?
Do you think that's why rappers from back in the day are more successful than rappers from now?
Well, most definitely. We have a different work ethic. We have a different approach to the game.
Who's somebody you looked up to that you even like how you would say your mom would buy you cassettes and stuff like that?
So my favorite rappers originally when this shit first started was LL Cool J, dog. Like, LL Cool J to me was fucking dude, you know what I'm saying? And then from him it went to Ice Cube. You know, when Ice Cube went solo, that was my guy, you know what I mean? From then...
So you hated him in NWA?
Yeah, I fucking hated all them motherfuckers. I hated fucking every single dude that was against Cube, you know what I'm saying?
You were like, fuck
Hell
Easy.
yeah, well, I thought I was lynch mob. To this day, fool, when JD came home, shout out JD from the Gorillas in the Mist, I was happy. I even DM'd him like, hey, OG, like... Thank you for inspiring a motherfucker when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy,
you know what I'm saying?
dog.
He just got out from doing 26 years.
Fucking, would you be down to go break like some fucking records like that, a record label?
Most definitely, you know? Well, I mean, we have, but with a different approach, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we've done the same shit. I mean, look, dog, for whatever it's worth, on my own, I've tore down a lot of motherfuckers, dog, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of motherfuckers should be where I'm at doing what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, you know, I imposed my will on the week and had to move them out the way. That's just part of purifying something, dog. You got to remove the toxicity.
What's the relationship with the whole high power team? You ain't fucking with them?
Look, with the homies from High Power, I wish them the best, dog. You know what I'm saying? The situation with me and Capone is nothing that would ever bring bloodshed, harm, or nothing. But it's something that, as a man, I just want to talk about face to face, dog. You know
and when you
saying?
have that conversation after that, you're down to do a song or no?
That's it. No. After that, nah, dog. I mean, look, fool, I don't know where people think that it's important to forgive everybody, dog. Only Jesus does that, dog. As human beings, you can't forgive or forget.
This motherfucker Bozo
No,
crazy.
I feel it. I feel it.
No,
hold on. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you. Look, dog. I'm gonna tell you why, dog. I'm gonna tell you why.
Everybody's reaction was like, oh shit, okay.
Nah, because it's true, dog. Like, as human beings, dog, we gotta keep a record of transgressions, my boy. You know, you gotta keep a record of betrayal because people's character is repeated, dog. Like, look, homie. You don't just feed a homeless person once. Somebody that feeds a homeless person is gonna feed 1,000 homeless people. You know what I'm saying? Just like a person that'll victimize a child will never stop victimizing children. That's how we can't forgive or forget nothing, dog. Because memory and records and history of betrayal, of deceit, of evil needs to be recorded and addressed, dog. We're not, who the fuck are? Why should we be forgiving, dog? Why forgive? When you forgive somebody, dog, for some bullshit, all you're doing is encouraging to keep that same behavior, dog. All you're telling them is, it's all right, buddy. It's all right. I don't want to move on you, dog. I don't want to fuck you up. I'm a bitch too, just like you. It's all right. You know what I mean?
I'm listening.
True.
I'm listening.
Because look, dog, it's like this, right? You see children that are raised with nothing but, oh, you're all right. Oh, participation trophy. Oh, those are the same motherfuckers shooting up schools right now. Those are the same motherfuckers that never were chastised or held accountable for a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you don't see people of our ethnicity doing that bullshit because our parents don't tolerate bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Our parents are looking for a reason to check you constantly.
Because I used to get my ass whooped for the stupidest shit.
Because they love you, though, for it's real love.
Yeah,
you know
100%.
what I mean? When you're not willing to do that, dog, and impose those rules on somebody, a kid, you don't love them, dog. To love somebody is to hold them accountable. To love somebody is to walk with them through their mistakes, but hold them responsible for every failure, dog. You know what I'm saying? No other way in life are you gonna understand when you did wrong if all we're doing is giving you a pat on the fucking shoulder.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
And with the whole rapping shit, look at something more positive. You've been killing it, bro.
Thank you.
You've been
Appreciate it.
dropping.
Thank you.
You
Thank
feel
you.
me?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I've hit you up about personal songs that like the one you did with Misfit was hard when you're holding your daughter.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Your diss song is one of my good songs when you're rapping and you're doing the shit with the with the pencil.
Hell yeah.
You've been killing it, but you've also been working with a lot of artists that are doing their shit.
Yeah.
You recently were Prayers. You were Prayers.
Yeah, I got a record coming out with Prayers. I'm doing a show with Prayers actually. To all my people out there, the Pomona Fox Theater this July 30th. It's gonna be a prayer show, Cholo God show.
He's hard, by the way, you guys. He's
is he
real
hard as
gang
fuck,
member,
the boy,
but
yeah, that's the homie.
Yeah,
Shout out to the boys from Sherman, Termite from Sherman. You know the business, dog. That's Prayers, by the way. But anyways, but I talk like a Southsider. You feel me? So mandatory. I gotta call him by his handle. You feel me? But yeah, we're doing the show July 30th at the Pomona Fox Theater. I think it's almost sold out. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? It's gonna be me, him, and Trouble Andrews, and then myself. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, huh? To see, because I seen his Vice story thing, where it's like. Where like his homies accept him for how he is because he like does like God music.
Look, accepted him after him going through trials and tribulations with his homies.
100%.
I mean, they accepted him after he fucking took the insults, took the beatings, took the fights that he had to take. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Look, dog. Everything needs merit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing should be coming without merit. Like not even a platform.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like. Everything needs to be earned, you know what I'm saying? And that's what gives him that ability to like have what he has, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything has to be earned. Like nobody wants to earn shit these days. And that's why the homie's fucking selling out shows wherever he goes, dog, on his own shit. Like the man has his own movement, fool. Nobody sounds like him. Nobody is doing what he's doing.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Look, dog, just at last night's show, the homie brought out all Mexica dancers, fool. You feel what I'm saying? Aztec dancers. Keeping the culture alive, dog. You feel me? And then when you look in the audience, fool, all homies, you know? All raza of different, you know, whites, blacks, browns, all there together, fool. Not on no bullshit, dog. Just on a creative, artistic level, dog, where we're just like, you know, this is our vibe. You know what I'm saying? This is our energy. So, yeah, man, shout out to Prayers, man. July 30th. Fox Theater.
Yeah, make sure y'all pull up to. And for you also been working with King Lil G.
Yeah, so I'm dropping a project with King Lil G next Friday.
Oh, so it's a whole project.
No. It's just a song. My bad.
Sorry.
So we're dropping another single. Me and my boy King Lil G. Shout out to boy King Lil G, man. Been a huge mentor. Off top, like increased my fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Same with Prayers, dog. Like these fools, like genuinely, homie, just like. Reached out, bro, and we started working.
I ain't gonna lie, I seen the video. I was like, all these motherfuckers on parole.
Yeah. We had like 300 motherfuckers out there for video. Shout out to all the homies that came out.
Man, ain't nobody could get facial recognized. All the fools that tattoo, except Bozo. Probably Bozo the only one.
I'm a clean essay, you know what I mean? I'm an elegant motherfucker, you feel me? I like my classy look. I like to dress up. You
and
know
it's funny because Lucky in the back tatted the fuck.
Tatted the fuck. That's my old celly right there. Shout out Lux, man. Lux tattoos.
Yeah, that's crazy, but that's dope. I think you seeing you still do your shit. And I didn't forget, you got some shit with Benny the Butcher coming out.
Yeah, I got shit. Shout out Benny the Butcher, man. Every time the homie comes out to LA, he likes to involve the culture. He believes in the
right
West. Yeah, the right way. Well, respectfully, you know.
Yeah.
You know, the boy's all about merit. You know what I mean? You could see him, Conway the Machine, West Side Gun, like. Man, you go to a show, dog. That's real hip hop. You feel me? And
bar for bar,
and it's a beautiful thing, dog, to have that just to have that plug. Like I've had his manager, shout out to City Boy BSF at my little girl's baby shower, you know, like they've been to the hood with a motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like
and that's the
thing. Let me explain something to you, dog. When you meet people from out of state that are different races, fool, you can look back and sit back and see how the system has fucked us up in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like when you leave this city limit, dog, and you're doing business and socializing with, you know, people that here at home, you typically got to keep your guard up.
Yeah.
You start to analyze like how fucked up like circumstances have made us, dog. You feel what I'm saying? And you
damn, I never thought about it like that, but that's some real shit.
It's true though. It's almost like me and you, right? We're kids with no family, a broken home.
Yeah.
And your friend that has a real family invites you over for dinner. And you sit down there and see what a real dinner is. You know, you guys pray together. You guys have conversations together. You guys share compliments. You know what I mean? You guys share food together. It's the same shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Benny the Butcher, man. Shout out to the whole BSF camp, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's super random. Like where he's from, and
Well,
obviously
let me. I can't give credit to myself for nothing because it wasn't my talent that created the bond or the friendship with Benny.
Yeah.
What created the friendship with Benny is merit, dog. Like, you know, he's a gangster, I'm a gangster, and one way or another, real motherfuckers link up. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't behind music. You know what I'm saying?
Also, it wasn't behind.
No, it wasn't behind music. You know what I mean? Like the plugs that he met are the plugs that he met. You know what I'm saying? At the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, it's facts though, dog. You know what I mean? Shout out to the boy. You know?
Yeah.
My cousin Jenny. My cousin Bobby, he's part of BSF, you know what I mean?
Oh, fire.
He produces for them too. He's been a part of the team. I remember when I first came home, my cousin's like, hey, primo, like, check them out, you know? And I'm listening. So the next thing you know, that's crazy. Check this out. So I seen Benny do the ESPN rookie draft, right? And he had his own segment where he's rapping, you know what I mean, at the beginning of the draft, fool. And I'm looking at Benny, and I'm knowing where dude comes from, you know. I know his upbringings, I know his life, and I'm thinking like, man, what a beautiful thing for his people, you know, like from Buffalo, New York, the stepchild of fucking New York cities, people that, you know, a city that motherfuckers didn't even acknowledge for hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And now this dude is like considered the fucking
put a whole fucking
wordsmith of the fucking decade, you feel what I'm saying? And he's on ESPN. Think about that, fool, symbolically, like, he's making the soundtrack to all these young black men becoming millionaires, fool. You feel what I'm saying? And then and then just last Friday, God blessed me with the opportunity to walk in Arnold Barbosa Jr. to defend his title, fool. 26-0, now 27-0.
Hey man, let's give him a shout out. Shout out
to Arnold Barbosa Jr., man. Hey, salute to you.
So tell him I'll get down with him.
You want to get down?
I'm down to get down with him. Nah, he might fuck my shit up. Stupid.
I know he played. So yeah, I was able to walk him live on ESPN last Friday, dog.
That's
you know
dope. That's a blessing.
Yeah, that's a blessing,
and I feel
for
like,
real.
bro, you deserve that shit. And
Thank you, dog.
Bozo, if I told you before, one thing I like about you is that very outspoken, and I like how you speak, and I'm like the homie, very intellectual, like a motherfucker. Because usually you look at a bomb motherfucker with tattoos, and you're like, all right, pinche cholo.
Well, you know what it is that my family holds me accountable. If I sound stupid, my sisters are gonna check me right away. What's wrong with your dumb ass, bro? You embarrassing the family like that? Nah, for real, word. That's palabra. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Like, when I leave this shit, if it was live, right? If it was live, dog, I wouldn't make it to the freeway without my sister calling me right away and telling me like, you did great. Or
you sound like
you did, so you know, and you know, when you honor your people, dog, you give a fuck about what they think about you. You know what I mean?
Fire. What do you feel the Ay Caramba song?
I feel the Ay Caramba song. Hold up, let me stretch out real quick.
Hold on. Before you start, did you see the video I did on it?
Yeah, I saw the video.
Did you think?
All right, let me tell you something. All right, so you want me to answer you first or them?
Answer me first.
Okay. All right. First and foremost, I think that. Okay, let me explain something to you, dog. Like, you're a young homie, you feel me? Mm-hmm. You're young, dog, and you need to understand your place as far as your age.
Of course, 100%.
You feel what I'm saying? Okay. With that being said, it's like, you know, there's gonna be time where your personal opinion is justified, right?
Yeah.
But don't ever underestimate the power of your failures, fool. You feel what I'm saying? Like, somebody will take your smallest failure, bro, and magnify it 1,000 times
That's definitely what happened.
just because of the position you're in. But heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? Like, you can't take one without the other, dog. You need to understand that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I'm listening.
So you know, and listen, I think that it was important for that to happen to you because I think that you've learned a lot from that shit, and you become better, and you're gonna become sharper from that. So that exchange was good, dog. I think it was good for everybody at the end of the day, no matter how it came up initially. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now let's get down to Tyga. Tyga, dog, you just lost your pass, my dog. Like, there's no passes, my dog. That pass is revoked, homie, you know? Like, we holding you accountable to every extent of the motherfucking
Were you
word.
cool with Go Loco?
I was all right with it, you know what I'm saying? But let me continue real quick. Don't interrupt me real quick. So, Tyga, the pass is up, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, God bless you, man. I wish you the best. But you got to pick and choose your battles wisely too, my dog, because there's a lot of merit behind the people you speaking on. And there's a lot of pride behind the people you fucking with, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I wish you the best, my dog, but I also wish you not to cross paths with me or none of my people, brother. Honestly, God bless you on your ventures, dog, and I hope you learn from this shit, boy.
Fuck, you didn't think you could come back from this?
Nah, ain't no coming back. Hell no. How the fuck you disrespect people like that? You not only you disrespecting men, you're disrespecting women, you're disrespecting the entire culture, dog. Like, over profit, mind you. Because there's no political agenda behind it. You're not running for campaign, fool. You're not getting votes from it, dog. All you're doing is seeking wealth. You know what I'm saying? From a culture that supported you your whole motherfucking career. But that's what happens when we glorify these motherfuckers too much, dog. You gotta understand, fool. Nowadays, even the culture, the homies, right? They want to emulate the black culture to an extent where it's disrespectful to the black culture. You feel what I'm saying? And draws have to be lined constantly. Without drawing lines, there's no structure on either side. You feel what I'm saying? So my initial reaction was this, like, I saw it as an opportunity for our people to check themselves. Because it's like, dog, there's no way that the pot can call the kettle black. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about culture vultures. We're talking about people disrespecting our culture. But at the same time, you know, a gang of the homies are my nigga in every single other bar and every other fucking video. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a moment in time that's very important, dog. Because
for like self-reflection.
For all of us, entirely.
Self-reflection.
For Tyga, for our culture, for everything. Because what we've done is we forgot about the lines that were necessary, dog. Yeah. And you can't assassinate people's culture, because when you assassinate people's culture, you're assassinating their lineage, their bloodline, their history, the things that they fought for, just because this fucking phone tells you that you constantly need to entertain somebody. You don't constantly need to entertain somebody. What you need to do is inspire and love somebody constantly. You know what I'm saying? To try and entertain a motherfucker is just to try and make them stupid. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And motherfuckers also need to realize this, dog, that imitation is the biggest form of humility, dog. Meaning this, with admiration comes respect and fear. Okay? So when you copy another human being to the extent that you're taking their culture, all you're telling them is like, hey, dog, take the pussy too. You feel what I'm saying? You could take it all. So at the same time, we can't blame dude for his ignorance, because we're displaying it also. You know what I'm saying? But the reason that I speak and say the shit that I speak, that he lost his past, is because I have merit. I've earned it, and I uphold the black culture. You know what I'm saying? The black culture. Hear me out. The black culture, not hip hop culture, because that's two different things, my dog. You need to understand. 100%. When you meet a real African man, dog, you meet a real black man, dog. And that is just completely different than what has been
considered black just
because of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And it goes for us too. You feel what I'm saying? Dog, I don't know, dog. I just think that you know, to this point where we're at, dog, like it's needed to be checking each other constantly, dog. Like we let the sucker shit slide for too long. You feel what I'm saying?
That's why I was like when I interview Bozo, I'm gonna ask him how I feel, cause like I said, like that video when I said it and it came out like I was kind of it
came off like you were, like I said, fool, you were pussyfooting around the agenda because you were in fear of losing love from either side.
No, it definitely wasn't that. I just think
I'm not saying it did, but it came off. It
came off like that.
It came off like that.
It came off like
so people saw you as being not genuine, as you being two-faced. You feel what I'm saying?
I think
because
I heard it wrong.
Because you do. Look, dog, I've told you before. To me, I think you're the future. You know what I'm saying? I think that the way you're carrying yourself, the things you're doing, is the future for the culture, and I believe in it. You know, because I would tell you if I didn't.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you got to think, like, with our people, right? Like we have lack of role models, and we have lack of people in the industry that are popping. Yeah. So people love you, fool.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? People do love you, so you hurt feelings, bro.
No, I definitely. That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked all my homies for their perspective, because you feel me? I'm the type, like, if people feel like I fucked up, then let it for you. You feel me? Like, so let's have a conversation, because I know right from wrong too. You know, I'm not no stupid ass little kid gonna sit here and be like, you feel me? Take shit a certain way. But I do understand how the video came off. When I initially did it, it was definitely like talking shit amongst us Latinos in the industry. Like, bro, we should get along more.
I think that's important. You know what I'm saying? That brotherhood, for us to have it, just to have open lines of communication, because
I think from you it comes from a deep heart, because you don't care whether it's a gangbang or not. If you're just Latino,
it's just look, dog, I give a fuck about the youth.
Yeah, appreciate
you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the youth. I just do, dog. Like, to me, you guys are all my little homies, dog. Like, I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys shine, dog. But what's most important is I want to see you guys grow to be real men. You know what I'm 100%. Saying? God-fearing men. Like, men.
And I appreciate that, because I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have this conversation with me. I just think it would be beat around the bush.
Yeah, because people are they want to be yes men, dog. Yeah, everybody wants to be like. Look, dog, I told Rocky Nash from the podcast the other day, like, look, dog, I know one thing is for certain. If people aren't hating me and insulting me, I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? And
Very valid.
it's not the cheap, corny line that people say, oh, if they ain't hating you and do it. No. That's a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? People try to say that, oh, you know, when people are checking them and chastising, oh, haters, nah, motherfucker. Like, some shit comes with righteousness behind it. You know what I'm saying? There has to be righteousness behind, there has to be integrity behind the things that we're pushing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, dog, like, you know, it was a moment in time and it was very necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, quiet as kept, all fucking Tyga did was light a fire under our ass. You feel what I'm saying? Because now, look, dog, I warned my people about this shit 4 years ago when I was dropping diss tracks that this would happen. You know what I'm saying? So now it's crazy how things have turned around, and you know, the love that I'm receiving and the opportunities I'm receiving is because people are seeing the worth in what I was saying.
100%.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm a whole Tiger accountable to the fullest extent, right? But we shot ourselves in the foot too. Like, this shit was gonna happen, bro, one way or another.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Fucking give me your top 5 young rappers coming up.
Shit, man, my top 5 rappers coming up right now. I'm just gonna give you mine. So,
or now, put them in order.
Vermont, I can't. It's kind of hard, fool. Well, okay.
I try to get both of them.
No. If we're gonna go in order, I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, Scheme, Southside Scheme, Vermont Scheme, the homie Scheme, he's fucking lyrically, bar for bar, chopping down anybody. Secondly, it's Cujo the Savage, because I go off of bars. You know what I'm saying? Like bars and shit, right? Yeah.
Shout out Cujo. Shout out Cujo.
Cujo the Savage is second.
Good guy.
Third, I believe in Little Weirdo, dog.
Little
I like
Weirdo's
his
hard.
style. I like his swagger.
Shit, we just had him on here too.
So that's 3. So I got 2 more, right? 2 more. Let me think. I believe in Sucker Free 104, and then I believe in the homie Mayor from Barrio Nuevo.
That's crazy. I was in the house with Sucker Free.
That's the boy Dumps.
Yeah.
Shout out the boy Dumps, Lennox.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Well, Bozo, I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate you for the wisdom too. I learned a lot.
I appreciate you too, my dog. You already know the
Shout out
business.
my guy. Make sure you guys go tap in with him. You feel me? Give him the IG when you drop in.
Yeah, the IG is Bozo_BAM. BAM apparel for my merch. BAM kennels for my XXL fucking most beautiful,
Can I have a
biggest dog? You can, actually.
Okay, appreciate
it. Shout out Fan First. Shout out Proper Dose, High Caliber Studios. Shout out Dope Man Peep CNT. A homie that's been in the background of a lot of the most popping artists in LA for the longest. If you see any feature that I ever did in LA was because he connected the dots. I've been on the road with AD, OT. I know AD.
Big ass.
Shout out to AD's big ass for being my first feature with a Crip ever in my life.
Oh man, look at the
you know
Crip
what I
and
mean?
asses come together.
But we were doing this shit before it was trending, fool, and it was genuine, you know.
Yeah. See,
and
that's why I fuck with AD. That's why that's
saying. Like,
big
we were
bro
doing.
too.
I was on the road with them when I was in shit, fool. Like, OT took me on the road with them multiple spots, dog. Like, always show love.
Real
Shout out to OG
guy.
Genesis, man. And yeah, man, like, you know, what else am I supposed to talk about, man? The show at the Fox Theater, July 30th, me and Prayers.
King Lil G song coming out.
I'm dropping a single next Friday called Blue Rag featuring the boy King Lil G. I got another project coming out with Trouble Kid, video and single. I got a single dropping.
From the 805?
Yep, I got a single coming with Prayers. Shout out to my boy Prayers.
Yeah,
shout
that
out
King
to my
Lil G
homie
crazy
Nesha from the
look.
hood right here with me. Lux Tattoos, Marcelli.
Shout out Lux.
And shout out to all the soldiers out there, man.
Yeah, that
Male,
video looks
female.
crazy. I was like, hell no, you go over there. You gotta be from us.
It's unity. It's unity, dog. Shout out to
Yeah, nah.
ESPN for having an essay on that motherfucker.
That was fire. You on ESPN
Arnold
is
Barbosa
crazy.
Jr. Yeah, I look like Manolo out that motherfucker. Havana shirt out, slingshot, gold dripping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I brought that gangster shit to ESPN.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, fool. Shout out to you.
My God, I
Shout out
appreciate
American
you.
Cholo. Oh, I'm gonna say something else before I go. Fuck every LA DJ. That's Hispanic and ain't fucking speaking up on shit. Fuck Fools Gone Wild.
Oh, shit.
Who else am I sending to hell, dog? Shit. Fuck all y'all suck ass motherfuckers, man. Step your fucking game up. DJ, all you motherfuckers on trying to force the culture on fucking black artists. Like, leave them alone, dog. They don't gotta learn how to talk Spanish, dog. They just gotta respect us, dog. Stop fucking begging for attention out that motherfucker. Show some goddamn pride out this bitch. Maybe motherfuckers will respect you and put you on them, dog. Learn from this shit, dog. Salute.
Doing those world.
Double
no
S.
He went crazy right now.